that can neutralize a home court advantage. And Steve, a big part of why.
And now he's mine, of course.
They had on the road.
Yeah, they went 21-20 away from the United Center, and one of only 5 teams in the entire East who managed to stay above 500 away from home. That's a real tribute to this team and the coaching staff.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Hey guys, the captain in their last game against the Clippers played some outstanding basketball. He ended up with 38 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Absolutely. I mean, he did the work of several players in that game. He really didn't need much support.
No, not there.
Count on that type of performance again tonight, Clark. I mean, his teammates need to be prepared to carry a little bit more of the load.
Rose goes in. Dunleavy for 3. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. And now a 7-point Bulls lead.
And what I like about him, he needs very little time to get his shot off. If he has just a bit of room, that's all it takes. In a catch-and-shoot situation, he's going to let it fly.
And something else we can say about him is that he's got a lot of cuts. I mean, a lot of courage. He'll be the first one to step into the lane and draw a charge, even if it might get him a little beat up.
And here's Lucas. Following the 3 from Dunleavy. 2 on the clock. Here's Favors. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Carlos Boozer. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Take a look at the Cavaliers. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know.
Yeah, it is.
Of course, Chicago, 3 games behind.
You know, for the Bulls, they've been holding their own to start the season. This is a team that is worthy of keeping an eye on. A solid start, and they could maintain this momentum for a while.
Well, we know they're a playoff contender. You know, that's something that was easily predictable. The question is, what steps can they take to improve a little bit more to get to the point where they can become a true championship contender?
Snell and the Bulls, another 3.
Now they've settled into a pretty nice groove here offensively in the second quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they picked up the pace shooting the ball. I mean, the field goal percentage upwards of 50% now.
Now, here's Burks. 23 points for him the last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. And the shot is good. Favors has got 7 points.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
Rose passes to Butler. Back to Rose. He feeds it to Jones. Butler on the wing. Jones sets the pick for Butler. Shoots the 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
When Derrick Rose came into the league, he was mostly viewed as just a scoring point guard. But he's done a nice job of finding ways to boost his assist totals and be more of a playmaker for his teammates. And he's done that each year he's been in the league.
It's stolen by Rose. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Rose with the ball. And stolen by Burke. And they're pushing it up. Here's Hayward. Some solid defense from Rose.
Great job defending the hoop there.
So important to have good presence defensively inside.
Well, Clark, you mentioned Rose assist totals have climbed pretty steadily over the years. And, Steve, I know you appreciate that. With all that he can do, he's always looking for others.
Man, I think that's what makes him so dangerous offensively, because he can create his own shot, or for his teammates. You know, he may not be just a pure point guard, but it's not because of a lack of passing ability. He's a modern-day point guard who can do anything.
Here's Rose after the made shot from Hayward. Rose with the ball. Now guarded by Hayward. Jones, no luck.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
There's the dish to Burke. Down low. Burks kicks to Burke. Lets it go with the 3. The shot is off. Last game for the Bulls, they picked up the W against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
Seemed like they hit every big shot they had in that game. Kevin, their offense was clicking, but really clutch in big moments.
That's ideally the way you want it to unfold on the road, Steve. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into the game.
And that one's good. 9 points for the captain. Jazz trail by 11.
Tell you what, it's hard to argue with the record for Coach Tom Thibodeau.
Okay, a small forward again.
Pass to Augustine from deep. Another three for Chicago. And going back to Tom Thibodeau and that minutes load on his stars, it seems it's getting harder for players to weather big minutes, Steve, these days.
I think it's going to be really interesting going forward to see this Bulls team this year and beyond. Will that wear them down? Their guys play too many minutes. They've had a lot of injuries. I think it's time to scale back a little bit on the minutes played.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
Now here's Butler. This is the most they've led by 13 points.
Oh, that's a frustrating one there. Easy look at the hoop.
Jefferson dishes to Burke. Kicks it to Garrett. They set the pick. Jefferson. Jazz passing it around. Just 5 to shoot. And Cantor backs down. And Jones pulls it down.
I tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
The kick outside to Butler. Jones drives in. It's rebounded by Richard Jefferson.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the hoop.
Burke, the pass to Jefferson. Feeds to Rush. Lets the three fly. Good. Rush has got 6.
Yeah, I wonder why that.
They didn't get off to much of a start early on, but seems to have shaken off the rust here in the quarter.
Goes off a bit from Jones. And Augustine kicks to Rose. Passes it to Augustine. Back to Rose. Rose can't get that one to fall.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
Garrett dishes to Burke. Outside Jefferson.
And another foul would give him 3 before the half, something to keep our eyes on.
Well, you always hear about how loud this Jazz crowd is at home, and trust me, it is loud. They are a big part of why the Jazz have been so tough at home for so long, but the personnel of the Jazz has had something to do with that as well.
The Bulls making a switch here. Boozer's checked in.
Hitting your free throws is a good way to get back into it. It stops the clock and extends the game. I mean, you want to take advantage of that situation. And they're shooting much better from the line here in the second quarter. So far, they haven't missed one.
An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
You know, as we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has improved. It's gotten more aggressive, more physical.
It sure seems like it has. They've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter.
James checked in for Augustine. Here's Garrett. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. The pass to Clark. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Even though they're trailing, they're having some success from the foul line here, and that could go a long way towards getting them back into it.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Well, he's been an 80% free throw shooter on the season. I mean, he shot the ball with confidence from the stripe.
James with it. He passes to Jones. Three seconds left. And
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And we finish one half of basketball.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Thanks for joining us this evening.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. You have to like what we're seeing from the captain.
Yeah, he was on a mission there in the first half, just trying to
Three
get into the
attribute
lane
penalty,
every
what?
time possible.
Aggressive attacking basketball at its very best.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for Chicago right now, up front, Boozer and Noah. Derrick Rose is out there with
Oh,
Jones.
Boozer.
And it's Dunleavy in at the 3 spot. And Carlos Boozer gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And so it's Utah here with the ball. They trail by 11. Here's Burks. And foul call.
Boozer, that's 4th already.
They get Carlos
It's not
Boozer.
good.
Well, guys, Alec Burks out of Colorado is an athletic slasher with a nice tight handle. He was taken 12th overall back in 2011. Still young and developing, and I think he has tremendous upside.
And for Alec Burks, it took him a while to get into the rotation with the Utah Jazz. But the injuries they dealt with provided him with an opportunity later in the season.
Well, he's always been a very athletic guard, and he showed some improvement last year on his long-range shot. I think that's been the biggest weakness for him. But if he can hit that shot consistently,
Slightly
it's
early.
tough to keep off the floor.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Gentlemen, a talented young front court duo for the Jazz in Derek Favors and Ennis Cantor. This summer, they worked out with Jazz legend Karl Malone, one of the all-time great power forwards in NBA history. Whether it was positioning and a technical trick or just the mental aspects of taking on a star role, guys, you couldn't ask for a better teacher.
No question he can help. Thanks, Doris. 4 on the clock. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Dunleavy's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Another shot. Burke can't get it to go.
You have to get a hand into his face because that's his range right there.
Here's Dunleavy, defended by Hayward. Dunleavy, the pass to Jones. And that is good. Jones has got 14.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Boy, I'd like to know how many of their attempts have come from inside 5 feet. It seems like everything is right at the rim.
Burke kicks to Favors. Here's Cantor. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
The Bulls leading by 11. Rose off the pick from Jones. Rose dishes to Jones. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. 16 points for the captain. Utah's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. He kicks to Hayward. Now the feed to Burke. Dishes to Hayward. Pass to Burke. 6 to shoot.
Come on.
Misses off the right iron.
Oh, boy, he is just cold as ice. I don't think he's going to be the one to help them cut into the lead.
Jones sets the pick for Rose. He dishes it to Dunleavy. Back to Rose. Rose off the pick from Jones. And stolen by Favors. Knocked loose. Right side, Jones. Boozer passes to Jones. He feeds it to Dunleavy. Dunleavy gets a screen from Jones. The kick out to Rose. Pulls it up. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
It's stolen by Rose. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. There's a screen.
Oh,
Jones, no luck. Jazz trail by 13. Burks kicks to Burke. Nice ball movement by Utah. There's the dish to Hayward. Feeds it to Burks. Passes to Hayward. Clock at 6. Inside to Favors. That's good. Favors got 9.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for Derek Favors.